NBA playoffs continuing tonight. Lakers and Rockets in Houston with LA up 2-0 in the series. Let's talk about it with NBA reporter Dave McMenamin. Dave, Rockets down 0-2 and Kevin Durant could be out with another injury. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, Jay, he missed game one with a sore right knee. He's still not fully over that knee injury, but in game two, I'm told in the second half, he tweaked his left ankle. So he's questionable going into tonight. Now, he was in the building for shoot around, but we imagine this to be another game time decision type of situation like he was in game one when he couldn't go, when he was in game two when he decided he could go. But clearly it affected him in the second half of game two. He had 20 points at halftime, only went 1 for 5 after halftime, had 5 turnovers, and the Lakers were able to grab control of that series with their defensive intensity. All
right, we'll keep an eye on that. As for the Lakers, they could be getting Austin Reaves back tonight. What's the latest on this?
Yeah, today marks 3 weeks and 1 day since Austin Reaves suffered that left oblique strain April 2nd against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm told he's been working his butt off behind the scenes to try to get back to this space where he could potentially go. Now, obviously, the Lakers have house money right now. They're up 2-0 in the series. They don't necessarily need him to play tonight, but I'm told the Lakers look at the Rockets right now as they're going to be as vulnerable as they see them all series long. They've lost 2 in a row, and obviously if you go up 3-0, you're basically putting the clamps down and starting to think about the second round. And so, this could be a situation like Austin Reaves went through when he missed all of January with a calf strain. When he came back, he was coming off the bench for a few games before he came back to the starting lineup. As for Luka Doncic, who also went out April 2nd against OKC, he was back on the practice floor doing some light shooting, very controlled movement on Thursday, but he is still remains out for game 3 tonight in Houston.
That is Dave McMenamin with the very latest. Dave, thank you so much. NBA playoffs and the Spurs and Blazers tied at 1 game apiece as their series shifts to Portland for tonight's game 3. The big question, of course, is will Victor Wembanyama play? He's questionable after suffering a concussion on Tuesday night. Wemby did travel with the team and, according to Coach Mitch Johnson, is progressing through the NBA's concussion protocol. NBA writer Michael C. Wright with us now from Spurs practice. Michael, what can you tell us about Wemby's status for tonight?
Well, I can just tell you right now, he's officially listed as questionable. And that's sort of it's a positive indication that Victor is progressing through the concussion protocol the way that they want him to. Now, right over here, the Spurs are taking part in shoot around, and they haven't opened it up yet. So here in a few minutes, we should be able to see if Victor is actually on the floor with his team. But look, the league protocol is a straightforward thing. The concussion protocol is a straightforward thing. He's going to have to pass a bunch of benchmarks and different tests that are administered between the team's medical staff and the league. And then once that all happens, he's still got to get clearance. And I was told by someone within the organization that he's got to feel comfortable, the team has to feel comfortable, and the doctors have to feel comfortable about putting him back out there. So it's a step-by-step process, and he is progressing nicely.
Okay, we will let you go watch practice. Michael C. Wright, thank you for that update. Appreciate you so much. All right, so the Spurs have unsurprisingly been much better with Wemby manning the middle. Their offensive rating in the regular season was 6 points better with him on the court, while their defensive rating improved by 10 points with the Defensive Player of the Year. Basketball analyst Chiney Bumake with us now. All right, Chiney, if Wemby can't go tonight, how do the Spurs win Game 3?
Jay, this will be a tall task for the San Antonio Spurs to win Game 3 up against a Portland Trailblazers squad that's playing good basketball. And yes, the pun is intended, especially without Victor Wembanyama. But moving forward, I have my eye on De'Aaron Fox. He is a true young veteran. And I say young because he plays like a player with young legs, even though he's got 9 seasons in the NBA. He's a 2-time All-Star. He was an All-Star this year. And most importantly, he can do it on both ends of the floor and galvanize his squad full of Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, a number of players that need to play well, especially their backcourt. Don't sleep on the fact that he was the 2023, I believe, Clutch Player of the Year. Don't sleep on the fact that he has led the NBA 1 year in steals. And most importantly, don't sleep on the fact that he went toe-to-toe versus Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors when he was a member of the Sacramento Kings. So look to him to lead right now, especially this young backcourt.
Just don't sleep. Don't sleep at all because there are too many facts.
Yeah, don't sleep at all.
You don't want to sleep.
Nope.
Much more with Chiney in a bit on last night's Game 3. Chiney, thank you Veritas Sports Center, Knicks-Hawks Game 3 in Atlanta last night. Series tied at 1, 24 seconds to go. Knicks up 1. Jalen Brunson with a drive. Tough shot. He's going to put it up. That's it, air ball. Shot clock violation. Hawks get the ball. 16 seconds on the clock. Still a 1-point game. C.J. McCollum. Step back. Got it. Clutch shot from him. He was 5 for 7 from the line, so he also made his free throws. Hawks go up 1. 9 seconds left. Knicks down 1. Final possession. Josh Hart to Brunson. Brunson driving baseline. I don't know what that play was. Hawks now have the ball, and this game is over. 109-108 Atlanta. Watch it again. Atlanta up 2-1 in the series. Here's Jalen Brunson after the game with reporters.
Jalen, obviously a tough loss. Can you walk us through what you, I guess, saw in the last 2 possessions there down the stretch?
Wish I had a better answer for you. I got nothing right now.
Nope, nothing. Chiney Ogwumike back with us. Chiney, what's the biggest concern for the Knicks right now?
Jay, the New York Knicks need to remember what our moms told us growing up. You remember, Jay, you play with fire, you get burned. You touch that stove, you gonna feel the heat. Well, they've been playing with fire, especially late in games. They feel comfortable. Oh, it's okay, let our lead is dwindling, or that we even never led this game. Down the stretch, we have a closer. Well, guess what? The closer in this series has been a guy by the name of C.J. McCollum, who's had 81 points through 3 games. He has been the closer. Multitude of issues, multitude of red flags for the New York Knicks, including not exploiting their mismatches down the stretch. How are you going to let Jonathan Kuminga guard Karl Anthony Towns down the stretch and not run offense and have Karl Anthony Towns punish him on the block? And then on top of that, if you think about it, Mikal Bridges had this many points. His first ever postseason game with this many points. A multitude of problems happening right now for the New York Knicks. They have to play with pride moving forward and also make sure they treat every possession like it's their last, because it could be very soon.
Could be. And just a reminder from my personal researcher, Bryce Harris, it's Knicks-Hawks, because the Boston Celtics bench beat the Orlando Magic starters on the last day of the season and changed the playoff seedings. It would have been New York and Toronto, and the Knicks have won the last 13 games against the Raptors. Matchup thing. I'm just saying. Also, last night, Chiney, the Timberwolves beat the Nuggets 113-96 in Game 3 to take a 2-1 series there. What's been the story of this series so far?
It has been yes, from the Frenchman. Yes, his play has been sensational. It's been phenomenal. You have a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year going up against a 3-time MVP. And right now, defense is the reason why you're winning games. Give plenty of credit to Rudy Gobert for limiting Nikola Jokic. So far in this series, while Rudy Gobert is guarding him, he is shooting Jokic 13 for 40 from the field and 4 of 19 from 3. And the reason why I love Gobert's defense is that you don't have to send a double team. Typically, the gravitational pull that Jokic has surrounded by the shooters means you have to throw everybody and your mama and your kitchen sink at that MVP. But instead, he's so good defensively that you can have him in single coverage. So the Timberwolves have full control right now, playing at home in the series, and it's largely due to the defensive effort of Rudy Gobert.
Just imagine us throwing our mamas in the kitchen sink.
No. We don't want to really do this. It's just metaphorically, okay? Like everybody and their mama, and then also the kitchen sink, metaphorically. I love my mama.
Me too. Mom. Chiney Ogwumike. Thank you, love.